Good morning, Mrs. S. My name is Telaine. I'm going to be the physical therapist working with you today in the clinic, okay?
Okay.
From what I understand, you had a right hip replacement surgery?
Yes.
Okay, good. So what we're going to focus on today is a couple exercises that are going to help strengthen the muscles around your hips and in your legs. That's going to help you get back functioning normally, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to demonstrate everything I want you to do first, and then we'll have you do it. The first thing we have to discuss is the precautions, because you have a few things that the doctor does not want you to do. I'm sure he's discussed this with you already, but we'll go over it again, okay?
Okay.
So in the position you're sitting, your hip is at about 90 degrees. We don't want your hip to go past 90 degrees of flexion. So that means don't bring your trunk any more forward than it is, and don't bring your leg any more further up, okay?
Okay.
The next is going to be hip adduction. So that means bringing your leg across your midline, further than your belly button. So you don't want to cross your legs, okay?
Okay.
And the last thing is going to be hip internal rotation. We don't want you turning your toes in to internally rotate that hip, okay?
Okay.
All right, good. So, like I said, I'll demonstrate with you first what I want you to do, and then we'll get you doing it.
Okay.
I'll lay on the table first for this first one so I can have you see what I'm doing, and then we'll get you standing, okay?
Okay.
All right, the first exercise is called a heel slide. So it's going to be focusing on strengthening your hamstrings back here. So we're going to focus on your right side. So what I want you to do is bend your knee and slide your heel back as far as you can to your butt. I want you to hold and squeeze for about 3 seconds.
Okay.
And then we'll slide back. And what I want you to be aware of is when your knee is in the bent position, that you're not letting it fall over to the side, because that's breaking one of our precautions of internal rotation, okay?
Okay.
So I want you to keep your knee straight, focusing on keeping it straight, tighten those muscles in the back of your leg, holding for a few seconds, and then we'll straighten it back out, okay?
Okay.
We'll do that 10 times, and then we'll move on to the next thing, okay?
All right.
So to get you up from that chair, I'm just going to put a gait belt on you, okay?
Okay.
And just like everything else, there's going to be a precaution even when standing.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this gait belt. It's going to be a little snug. Tell me if that's too tight.
No, that's fine.
Okay, it'll loosen up a little bit when you stand. So before you stand, let me have you kick your right leg out in front of you. I want you to scoot forward in the chair a little bit, as much as you can. Okay, good. So I want you to put your pressure through this leg here, because we don't want you to bend that leg on that side past 90 degrees.
Okay.
And you'll push down through your arms. You'll stand, pivot, and sit down on the table here, okay?
Okay.
You are weight bearing as tolerated, so you are able to put some weight through that leg when you're standing,
Okay.
as much as you feel comfortable doing, okay?
Okay.
All right, so when you're ready, we'll stand and we'll get you to the bed.
Okay.
All right, good job. How you feeling?
Okay.
Good. So let's have you sit down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to take this gate belt off you here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to also move the chair out the way.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to do as much as you can, as normally as you can. So
Okay.
I'll be here to assist, but I want you to swing your legs over,
Mm-hmm.
remembering your precautions, and I want you to lay on your back, okay? Good job. All right, so our first exercise is the heel slide. So I want you to practice first. I want to see if you're doing it correctly and make sure you have the correct technique, okay?
Okay.
So slide your knee back towards your butt as far as you can. Good. So you're keeping your knee straight.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling the contraction back there when you do it?
Yes, I am.
Okay, go ahead and relax. We'll do it one more time for practice, and then we'll do it for 10 times.
Okay.
Hold about 3 seconds. All right.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and start whenever you're ready, and you can keep counting. I'll keep count too.
Okay.
All right. And the thing with these exercises is you want to practice the intensity that you want it to be. You want to practice when you're doing it at home with the intensity that you're doing it here too, because you really want to strengthen your muscles. Good job. We'll just make sure your knees straight. right, good job. Go ahead and straighten your leg back out. I think you kept the correct form. Your knee stayed straight, and you felt the contractions in the back of your leg, right?
Yes, I did.
All right, good. So the next one is going to be while you're in this position, also laying down. It's called a glute contraction. I'll demonstrate for you standing here, and then I'll have you do it.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is just squeeze your glutes, and I want you to keep them tight.
Okay.
And that's helps strengthening your gluteus maximus muscle back here and the muscles around your hip. So we'll have you squeeze your glutes, strengthen or squeeze your core, keep everything tight. We'll hold for about 3 seconds. We'll release, and we'll do that 10 times, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to really feel for a contraction when you're doing it, okay?
Okay.
So let's do a practice run. Make sure you're doing it correctly.
Okay.
Go ahead and squeeze. And relax. How's that feel?
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that 10 times, okay?
All right.
Bring everything tight. Almost like you have to balance something on your stomach. You want to keep everything tight. We're halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good job. How'd that feel?
Okay.
Okay, good. So the last exercise I want you to work on today is called a straight leg raise. We're going to do it in a slight variation. We're going to have you laying on your side. We'll have you turn to your left side. I'll have a pillow in between your legs because we want to make sure that we're not bringing that leg past midline and internally rotating. So on your side, what I want you to do is straighten your leg out and raise it as high as you can to the ceiling. Hold it for a couple seconds, then bring it back down. Okay? So we'll do that 10 times as well. I'll make sure that you're doing it correctly first. We'll practice and then we'll get started, okay? So before you roll, I'm going to put this pillow in between your knees. So I want you to bend both knees up for me.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to hold that in between your legs there. And I want you to roll to your left side, okay?
Okay.
All right, good. How you feeling?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to keep the pillow in between your legs, but I want you to straighten this leg out. All right, good. And we'll have you scoot your legs back and your hips back just a little. We want a good form with this.
Okay.
So I want you to straighten your knee out, and I want you to bring your foot towards my hand. I want you to bring it up towards my hand. Good. And we'll do that for about 10 times. I'm going to have you practice one more time. I want you to keep your knee straight. Bring it up a little bit more. Good. So we'll do that 10 times, okay?
Okay.
I want you to focus on keeping your toes pointed straight out in front of you, too. We don't want your toes to turn in, okay?
Okay.
So I'll be checking. All right, so here we go. We'll start at 1 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. You're about halfway there.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, good job. You held the form correctly. You didn't break any of your precautions by turning your toes in and your knees stayed straight. This exercise worked on your IT band here, so it's another muscle that's going to help you strengthen your hip while you're walking, okay?
Okay.
Good job, Mrs. S.